Hi friends, it's Claire from ScrappyNerdUK and today I have a process video for you. I am working here in my freckled fawn pocket page traveller's notebook in the 6x8 format, which I absolutely love. This is my childhood memories album, so I'm going to, or am documenting a whole lot of stories from my childhood. And I've had this photograph hanging around for donkey's years and it needed to get scrapped. Now, as kids, we used to go on, or when we were younger, my parents used to take us on caravan holidays. So we used to holiday at one of the Haven caravan sites. If you're from the UK, then you'll probably know who I'm on about. And we used to have pretty much the same routine every single time we went, but we loved it. And we never got to holiday outside of the UK due to many reasons, but one of which is I've got a disabled sister, so holidaying anywhere but the UK in terms of her being able to go, or in later years being able to get back if anything was wrong with her, we stuck to the UK, but we used to love it. And yeah, the routine was always the same. So this photograph is of me and my brother, and we were sat at the table just eating probably spaghetti hoops on toast, because that's pretty much what we used to eat. And yeah, so it's very brown, and I think that's what I've always struggled with. But I'm letting it go with this album. I don't care about the tones in the photo. I'm just going to scrap to get my memories from my childhood documented. So this one here, what I've done here is I've used I've just got an image off of Google and I've transferred it into an SVG file and cut that out on my Cricut, and it says Happy Camper, and it's just this little camper caravan, and I've backed it with one of the 6x8 papers from the March Freckled Fawn 6x8 kit. And because I'm putting a white cut file onto that background and the edges might get a bit lost, I had a couple of options. I could have backed the cut file on another colour. I have backed it on this green already. I could have left a little border around when I was cutting that out. I could have inked the edges to help it stand out, but what I thought I'd do instead is just use a distressing tool and go around the edge of that cut file to help it stand out, give it a bit of dimension compared to the background. And then I'm just using my fingernail just to lift up the edges. And rather than use the wheel from the cut file, I decided to use one of the chipboard pieces from the March kit. Not quite there with April yet. So this is what I mean about the photos, very brown. I think the whole caravan was very brown. Our skin was very brown. So I'm just going with it. I'm going to lighten it up by the fact that I'm using just a piece of white cardstock cut to the same size as the other papers, so 6x8 I think they measure at. And then I'm going to that green that I've got on the Happy Camper. I am not a green fan, but I embrace green in these kits and I am using it. I don't want to use that journaling paper because I want to save that for another layout. So I'm going to use, it pains me to cut into this. Right, there you go, it's done. This cork paper with the stars, one of my favourites from this kit. I had quite a few favourites, I couldn't quite decide. I love the white one with the blue arrows on the left as well. I love I think the rainbow stripe one was in this one as well. So yeah, I suppose it's just, don't be scared to use them. I'm really going through a stash bashing phase at the moment. I am trying to get older kits used up. I'm not committing to buying any newer collections until my older stuff is used up. I do get stuff as part of a design team, and I subscribe to a kit as well. So it's not as if I'm not getting any new supplies. It's just that I'm not buying any new supplies, any collections or anything like that. I'm just going to work with the bits that I get come through in kits. So yeah, I've used the same green paper that's behind the cut file as the first layer behind my photo, and then that cork piece as well. And again, because I've distressed the edges on the camper van, I've also gone and done the same on the edges on the layers underneath my photo as well. And next up, using some washi, so just bringing that navy colour over into the right hand side as well, just to help with that colour movement over, to help both sides tie in together. And then I'm just going to start forming or sticking my layers down and committing. And there we are, that's all done. And then next I'm going to use the labels from the kit again. I think I use the majority of the kit on this layout, and I'm impressed with how many bits that I actually are left with at the end of every month with these kits. And what I do is I put all of the alphas in together, because the kits come with, I'll tell you a bit about the kit. The kit comes with the labels, it comes with chipboard pieces, it comes with washi strips, it comes with an alpha, it comes with 8 of the pattern papers, well, they're cardstock really, and you get four double-sided, so you get 8 different designs, or you can use 2 lots of the 4 designs you get. And you also get enamel stickers, so it could be enamel dots or enamel hearts, as you can see just to the left of the screen, and also a pack of wood veneer embellishments or embellishment. So yeah, it's just an all-round little kit, which I absolutely love. Obviously I am on the design team, but the only reason I accepted to be on the design team is the fact that I love the products. So I won't work with a company that I don't enjoy their products, or I don't like. That sounds a little harsh, doesn't it? I don't mean it to sound too harsh, but so I'm just using some bits from the kit here, and I am just going to use some glossy accents to stick them down. To let you know, there is a link in the description box below for Freckled Fawn. It is an affiliate link, so if you do click and buy anything, then I get a small little portion back. It doesn't cost you anything extra. I get a small little portion back, which helps to fund my channel and buy new equipment like new cameras, lighting, etc., to be able to bring you more content. And I'm really invested this year in trying to grow my channel as well. So yeah, every little helps. So yeah, I'm just going through the motions of sticking these down. So these chipboard pieces, they are adhesive. They do have adhesive on, but we all know what chipboard does. And so I'm just adding some extra glue just to help with it not falling off my layout in 6 months' time. So I also went into my stash and I wanted a bit more cork, and I remembered I had these from Freckled Fawn as well, and they occasionally have these in the shop. I'm not too sure if she's got these at the moment in the shop. Do pop over and have a look though if you are interested. Now what I'm going to do as well is those edges of the papers look a little too clean. So I'm going to add in some roughage. Now this little distressing tool, these are fairly cheap to pick up, to be honest with you. And it gives such great texture on your papers. Now if you like clean and slick, then if you want to follow along with this, please do feel free to skip this step. But I like the extra texture that it gives. So I'm just going to do the same to the left page as well. Now, initially I was going to call this done, and I sort of put everything in the album, and then I think, no, I want some more navy on this side. So I grab one of my navy, I think they're called flare pens, and I'm just going to add a border around. So I go in with a straight line first, and then I'm going to follow up with a messy line over the top. And this is pretty much done. So thank you very much for joining me today. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I'm currently going through and editing as many videos as I can that I've got recorded to try and get them up on my channel, to try and keep you entertained as much as possible during this horrendous time that we are all having. I hope you are all managing to remain safe and well. And yeah, if you've enjoyed this, then I do appreciate you giving the video a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new. I will be back again tomorrow with some more content, and see you then. Bye.